We could be about to see the return of North Korean ICBM and nuclear tests, as Pyongyang appears to have run out of patience with the US. The North temporarily gave up both nuclear testing and launches of ICBMs, or intercontinental ballistic missiles, in 2018, when an unprecedented period of dialogue raised hopes here in South Korea that they could reach a peace agreement. But with negotiations between Pyongyang and Seoul, as well as Washington, now stalled, North Korea is set to return to the kind of provocations that led former US President Donald Trump to threaten fire and fury. The indication for that has come out of a policy-making Politburo meeting of the North's Workers' Party, which was chaired by leader Kim Jong-un this week. According to state media, Kim and other participants decided to consider restarting suspended activities, with their focus very much on Washington. They reportedly vowed to prepare for a long-term confrontation with the US, saying the hostile policy and military threat by the US have reached a danger line that cannot be overlooked anymore. Now, all this may have been inevitable at some point anyway, following the breakdown of dialogue, but the immediate trigger was fresh US sanctions in response to a series of missile tests by the North already this year. And it leaves the South Korean government in an impossible situation ahead of the next presidential election in March, despite current President Moon Jae-in seeking to leave a peace legacy. Seoul's Unification Ministry responded to North Korea's shift by insisting officials here are closely monitoring the North's latest moves with a sense of tension, while also promising to thoroughly prepare for the possible deterioration of the situation. With the UN Security Council discussing further sanctions this week, Pyongyang seems to be returning to its old strategy of brinkmanship. US President Joe Biden may not be likely to issue quite the same aggressive rhetoric as his predecessor did before that diplomatic breakthrough in 2018, but Seoul and Washington, which will be distracted right now due to developments involving Russia and Ukraine, will also need to ponder whether dialogue remains a realistic or even desirable option. And if not, then what?